Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out the top 6 neighborhoods in all of Bonita Springs, Florida. So let's get started. First up, we have Bonita Bay. Bonita Bay is truly the cream of the crop when it comes to luxury living in Bonita Springs. Though you also do pay dearly to enjoy that luxury, as it is the most desirable address in all of Bonita. This gated community of over 2,400 acres, including 14 of which is water and nature preserves, is a full resort that you get to call home. It offers a private beach. Yes, they have their own beach. 3 different championship golf courses, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a full spa, multiple swimming pools, and, did I mention, a private beach. And if you're into tennis or pickleball, they've got you covered with plenty of courts for that too. The country club includes a 55,000 square foot clubhouse with both fine and casual dining rooms, plus a bar and a full wine program. Then they've got the sports center with its own massive clubhouse, which houses the tennis and pickleball programs with 18 tennis courts and 10 pickleball courts. And then, if that wasn't enough, they have the Lifestyle Center, which is another clubhouse of over 20,000 square feet of gym space, which of course includes state-of-the-art strength and cardio equipment, as well as space for all of the classes that you could want. And they also offer personal training as well. Plus, that Lifestyle Center also houses the 9,000 square foot salon and spa. So if you need to get your hair or nails done or want a massage or facial after a hard day at the club, you can do that right there too. And of course, you wouldn't have it all if there wasn't also a marina. That's right, Bonita Bay also has its own full-service marina with direct access to Estero Bay and then out to the Gulf of Mexico. And yes, of course, the marina has its own waterfront restaurant, ship store, and 98 wet slips and 326 dry slips, and offers both public and private fishing and shelling charters. Bonita Bay has a myriad of housing options as well, from low and high-rise condos to coach homes, villas, smaller single-family, and larger estate homes. And those prices are going to range anywhere from $400,000 all the way up to just under $6 million right now. So the pros for Bonita Bay are that you have a wide range of amenities at your disposal, including golf, the spa, and the fitness center, as well as the private beach and marina, the stunning natural scenery with over 1,400 acres of open space and nature preserves. And the cons are, of course, that it is pricey. Many of those amenities require optional memberships to access, though the parks, including the beach and the restaurants, do not. And the community can feel a bit exclusive and may not be for everyone, though those that want that can't get enough of it here. Next up is Pelican Landing, which is quite similar to, and you might even say in direct competition with Bonita Bay, considering they were both developed during a similar time period and they're right next to each other with similar amenities. Yes, Pelican Landing has its own private beach as well, though there are some key differences between the two neighborhoods. And these small but key differences are why you call me to help you find your next home. The main ones being that other than the country clubs, all of the amenities within Pelican Landing are included in the HOA or condo fees, depending on what you buy, and that the marina in Pelican Landing is much smaller. It is also owned by the community itself, and there are some slips to rent and a boat ramp if you prefer to store your boat offsite and trailer it in. And it also offers small sailboats, canoes, and kayaks complimentary. And if you don't know how to sail and want to learn, they even have complimentary sailing lessons. So this neighborhood is all about lush landscapes and beautiful views, offering a range of housing options from condos to luxury estate homes as well. It is located right off of US 41, super close to everything while still giving you that tucked away feeling. I've had some clients say that they think Pelican Landing feels a bit more friendly and approachable, where Bonita Bay feels a bit exclusive, so it really depends on your tastes, I think. But it is also really nice that there are options with similar home types and amenities in a similar location for people who prefer one over the other. So the pros here in Pelican Landing are the gorgeous natural settings with protected wildlife areas and pristine wetlands. Also, the access to the great amenities like golf courses, the clubhouse, and resort-style pool, and a sense of community with many social events and activities. The cons for Bonita Landing are that the homes here are also on the pricier side, similar to what we saw in Bonita Bay, with homes starting in the $400,000 and going all the way up into the $5 million range. Cost of living is also quite high due to the HOA and condo fees and the cost of insurance being so close to the water. Next, we have Valencia Bonita, which is a newer, upscale, active adult 55 and over community that's perfect if you're looking for an age-restricted, higher-end active adult community. This gated community is filled with nearly 1,000 attached villa and single-family homes, featuring mostly waterfront views and large gardens, while providing low-maintenance living combined with all of the right amenities to keep the fees reasonable while still providing the things that you want and the activities you need to keep you active and entertained. This includes a 45,000 square foot clubhouse, which hosts indoor amenities such as an arts and crafts studio with a kiln, fitness center, a grand ballroom with a stage and dance floor, billiards and card rooms, sports lounge, culinary studio, and the tennis pro shop. And then the outdoors amenities are an indoor-outdoor cafe, multiple bars, a covered patio, resort-style pool, lap pool, resistance pool, whirlpool spa, and a wading pool. Was that enough pools for you? You'll also have plenty of recreational facilities for sports and activities like tennis, pickleball, bocce, and basketball courts. In addition, Valencia Bonita also has a dog park, fire pit with seating around it, and walking and biking trails that meander throughout the community. Homes in Valencia Bonita are currently running from between $575,000 and about $1.5 million. One of the biggest pros for Valencia Bonita is the location. It was built up high enough during development that every home is outside of any special flood zones, meaning that no flood insurance is needed if you're financing, though you can still get it if you want it just in case. And you're also a bit further inland, which provides a little bit more of a buffer in case of any major storm. The next pro is that all of the homes here are newer, high-end homes with modern design and plenty of space. And it is also really close for those who love the outdoors, with easy access to some of the best golf courses in all of Southwest Florida. And you're still only a 15 to 20 minute drive from the beach, straight down Bonita Beach Road, making it super easy and quick to get to the beach when you want to go. Now, the cons are that apart from the on-site cafe, shopping and dining are about a 10-minute drive away, which isn't far, but it's not right within the community or just outside the gates like some of the other neighborhoods that we're talking about today. And number two, it is an age-restricted community, so younger families are not allowed except as visitors. Now, are you looking for a neighborhood with large lots and more space and privacy rather than kind of what we've been talking about, the more densely built neighborhoods where all of the homes are right next to each other, like many of your typical Southwest Florida neighborhoods? Though I will say, of course, none of the neighborhoods that we're talking about on this list are typical. But you know what I mean. Even the incredible communities we just talked about and the others that we still have to talk about, most of them have thousands of homes packed into about half or less of the land that the communities are built on, because they have so many amazing amenities and the preserve areas, golf courses, and water taking up the rest of the space. So the lots that the homes sit on are pretty small for the most part. Well, Belle Villa is a little known, like literally almost no one knows it even exists, except me, and the roughly 120 or 30 or so people that live there. But little community, 127 lots, all of the homes are on land from between 1 and 2 acres roughly. So this neighborhood is located in the northeastern part of Bonita Springs and quite literally hidden behind another community on one side. Like, you actually have to drive through that community to get to the entrance of this community. And it's surrounded on the other three sides by farmland. So this community is really perfect for anyone looking to have a quiet space to get away from it all without being too far from the conveniences of town, as you're still only 7 minutes from I-75, 15 minutes from the center of Bonita Springs, and 20 minutes from the beaches. Does it get any better than that? It's known amongst the few people that know of it for its natural greenery, the ponds, and frequent visits from the local wildlife. There really are no amenities to speak of though, if that's what you're looking for, but you can pay a small annual fee to the community that's in front of it to use their amenities. So it is nice that you do have that option, but without the obligation of paying for it if you don't want them. There is still an HOA fee though, with super low fees and rules and regulations which help keep the neighborhood really looking beautiful and maintaining the streets. Because it is a smaller neighborhood and many of the owners stay here for a while, the homes don't come up for sale often. However, there are a couple right now, and they typically run between $600,000 and the $2 million price range. So the pros of living in Belle-Villa are the larger lots, providing you a ton of space for a much more private home life and really, really big yards if that's your happy place, as well as lots of green space and natural beauty, and that country living feel while still having super quick, easy access to everything, including the beach. The cons for Belle-Villa are that the neighborhood yours is hidden behind is a manufactured home community. So you may not like driving past that to get to your big estate. And if you do want to access the amenities of that neighborhood, you might also not really feel like they're quite up to par with what you might expect in your own neighborhood due to the fact that they are part of a manufactured home community. Much lower priced homes, and so the amenities are kind of fitting for that neighborhood and not necessarily a neighborhood of big, large, $1 million plus estates. But you do have them if you want them, and there are a lot of amenities, community pool, tons of sports courts, so lots of different options, tennis, pickleball, bocce, all those types of things. Now let's talk about Bonita Beach, because who wouldn't want to live right on the Gulf of Mexico, right? So Bonita Beach is a dream come true for beach lovers and boaters alike. Imagine waking up to the sound of waves and having the Gulf of Mexico right in your backyard. This small island community is filled with luxury beachfront and bayfront homes and condos, perfect for anyone who wants to combine a laid-back lifestyle with the beauty of Florida's coast. I do have to point out the bay side of the island because most people think of Bonita Beach, and of course think of the beautiful white sugar sand beach, but they don't always think about the bay side, which backs up to one of the bays depending on where you are along the island. So to the south of Bonita Beach Road, that area would back up to Little Hickory Bay. And then on the north side of Bonita Beach Road, you either back up to Fish Trap Bay when you're closer to Bonita Beach, and when you're further away, you back up to the Estero Bay on the north end of the island. And it is, of course, this bay side that is really ideal for boaters because most of the homes and condos on this side have docks. So you can have your boat right there in your own backyard and be out to open water in minutes anytime you want. Plus, if you like the beach as well, you can just walk right across the street and be on the beach if you don't feel like taking the boat out that day. Or if you aren't a boater and just simply want to be able to walk out your door and onto the sand to relax with a book and a cold drink in your hand, the beach side has plenty of that. Now, the one thing I will say about living on Bonita Beach is there isn't as much commercial service within the Bonita Beach neighborhood because, quite frankly, there just isn't room. So restaurants and shopping right there are pretty few. However, there's Doc's Beach House and Coconut Jack's, which are actually both very good. I know it's shocking that waterfront restaurants that have basically a very captive audience are actually good. But What's different about the Bonita Beach area is they really have to be, because it is so quick and easy to get off the island here in this area, that you can access everything else. There's a ton of stuff within a 5-minute drive, or if you want to bike, a 30-minute bike ride from the furthest north or furthest southern points on the island. So like I said, furthest points away, 5 to 10-minute drive to get off the island and get to a bunch of different options, or a 30-minute bike ride. If you're right there closer to Bonita Beach Road, then you're talking like 10 to 15-minute bike ride. So despite the fact that if you're looking at it on a map, it does kind of look like it's a long way, everything is actually super close. Now, homes on Bonita Beach are gonna run anywhere from a small 1-bedroom condo at about $300,000 all the way up to nearly $25 million. But it's an incredible 7,000 plus square foot beachfront home on over 2/3 of an acre, literally with sand up to your back door. So the pros of living on Bonita Beach is, of course, the direct access to the beautiful sandy beaches or the bay with your boat in your backyard, the stunning sunsets and incredible views of the Gulf or of the mangroves and all of the amazing wildlife that lives here, and also a truly relaxed vacation-like atmosphere all year round. And the cons are, of course, beachfront property prices can be astronomical, and so can the maintenance costs. And then, of course, the potential risk of hurricane damage, which is going to cause those insurance costs to be much higher as well. And last but not least is Bonita National. It's a modern country club community known for its less pretentious resort-style living. I know I keep talking about feeling like you're living on a vacation or in a resort in many of these neighborhoods all throughout Bonita as well as Southwest Florida, but that's because there are just so many of them that are so incredible. So if you want to feel like you're on vacation year-round and the country club feel is your kind of vibe, this might be the spot for you. The community features a golf course, a full tennis program, full-service spa, a lagoon-style pool, 3 different dining options in the neighborhood, and a ton of clubs and planned activities. Every home here includes a social membership to the club, which gives you full access to all of the amenities other than golf. And there are also homes that include full golf memberships as well, so you have a choice of if you want the country club lifestyle with or without the golf. This neighborhood was just built in the past few years, so homes are all built to the latest building codes, and they've got a ton of modern features and finishes. And the neighborhood is a little bit further inland and built at a higher elevation again, which helps protect it from major storms and also helps to keep your costs lower for insurance and maintenance. Homes here typically run from just under $400,000 for the smaller 2-bedroom, 2-bath condos, up to about $1.4 million for the largest estate homes. So the pros to living here at Bonita National are the resort-style country club amenities that make every day feel like a vacation, the beautiful newer homes with modern finishes, and a really nice, strong sense of community with lots of social events and activities. And the cons for Bonita National are that the homes here are in pretty high demand, so prices do tend to be a little bit higher, and it is a little bit further from the beach compared to some of the other neighborhoods, though that still only means it's about 20 minutes away, so not that bad. So if any of these neighborhoods sound interesting to you, give us a call to discuss your options. And if they don't, check out some of these other videos about other nearby areas that you might like better.